the mysterious disappearance of Flight 19. At 2:10 p.m. on December 5, 1945, 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers took off from a naval air station in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The planes, collectively known as Flight 19, were scheduled to tackle a 3-hour exercise known as Navigation Problem Number 1. Their triangular flight plan called for them to head east from the Florida coast and conduct bombing runs at a place called Hens and Chicken Shoals. They would then turn north and proceed over Grand Bahama Island before changing course a third time and flying southwest back to base, save for one plane that only carried 2 men, or Marines, most of whom had logged around 300 hours in the air. The flight's leader was Lieutenant Charles C. Taylor, an experienced pilot and veteran of several combat missions in World War II's Pacific Theater. At first, Flight 19's hop proceeded just as smoothly as the previous 18 that day. Taylor and his pilots buzzed over Hens and Chicken Shoals around 2:30 p.m. and dropped their practice bombs without incident. But shortly after the patrol turned north for the second leg of its journey, something very strange happened. For reasons that are still unclear, Taylor became convinced that his Avenger's compass was malfunctioning and that his planes had been flying in the wrong direction. The troubles only mounted after a front blew in and brought rain, gusting winds, and heavy cloud cover. Flight 19 became hopelessly disoriented. "I don't know where we are," one of the pilots said over the radio. "We must have got lost after that last turn. Bermuda Triangle section of the North Atlantic Ocean off North America, in which more than 50 ships and 20 airplanes are said to have mysteriously disappeared. The area, whose boundaries are not universally agreed upon, has a triangular shape that reaches approximately from the Atlantic coast of Florida to Bermuda to the islands."
The Bermuda Triangle is infamous for aircraft and vessels disappearing without a trace. Despite numerous rescue missions, no wreckage has been found, and some of the explanations for these disappearances have been far-fetched. While many theories suggest supernatural causes, it is more likely that geophysical and environmental factors are responsible. One possible explanation is that pilots did not account for the agonic line, resulting in navigational errors and disasters. Another theory is that rogue waves could have caused the vessels to sink without leaving any evidence. The Bermuda Triangle is located in an area of the Atlantic Ocean where storms from different directions can occur. No change is needed. According to the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration (NOAA), there is no evidence that mysterious disappearances occur with any greater frequency in the Bermuda Triangle than in any other large, well-traveled area of the ocean, and boaters and flyers continue to venture through the triangle without event. An Aussie scientist reckons that the Bermuda Triangle disappearances are mostly caused by probabilities. And he's not alone in thinking that. Powered by Dubverse. While the conspiracy of the Bermuda Triangle has existed for decades, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association and Lloyd's of London has long championed the same ideas. Pick any one of the more than 50 ships or 20 planes that have disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle in the last century. Each one has a story without an ending, leading to a litany of conspiracy theories about the disappearances in the area, marked roughly by Florida, Bermuda, and the Greater Antilles. According to an Australian scientist, the disappearance of more than 50 ships and 20 planes in the Bermuda Triangle over the last century can be attributed to probabilities. Despite the area being marked roughly by Florida, Bermuda, and the Greater Antilles, there is no supernatural explanation for the disappearances, as confirmed by both Australian scientist Carl Kruszelnicki and the United States National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association (NOAA).